Hey, welcome back guys for another video. We are going to be looking into the top 5 defenders in this game as of July 8th, 2018. Because the reason I said that, because probably a few months down the road, that this video probably might be changed, depending on when the new hero is going to get released. But anyway, currently the top 5 of defenders are, well, actually, let's start with number 5. Your number 5 will be Kanamele. He is a great, his job is basically to tank, period. Nothing special about it. He has a lot of, basically, if you look at his abilities, he can gain a lot of physical and magical defense, percentage-wise. At level 50, look at that, 232% magical and physical defense for 6 seconds. That's quite a bit. And on top of that, it only costs 3 energy to use his ability, which is great. He is overall he'll be a better magical defender than a physical defender, in my opinion, because most of his abilities are more scaled toward the magical side, and he is a magical defender as well. At number 4, we have, let's see, number 4 we have Takeda. Takeda is a really good hero. Believe it or not, some people I know don't like him or don't use him. I use him all the time because, man, oh man, he actually can stay alive for quite some time. The reason being is that he has the ability to gain a health shield. On landing a critical strike right here, he will gain a health. It's not a big health shield. It's only about 18k health shield, but for 6 seconds. But that's great. And it's stackable too. So if he does, excuse me, if he does critical strike back to back, this guy is no joke to deal. Is no joke. He literally can just sit there, and especially up against physical attacker like Nestor or something. Nestor can't even make a scratch on this guy, because he's a physical tanker, and on top of that, he can keep regenerating his health shield. So it does make him quite useful. And on top of that, if you use them along with other Budo heroes, he will significantly boost them by 10% because of the synergy skill that he has right here, Budo Clan Synergy. Everybody gains, 15% critical bonus damage in battles, and is stackable. So he is, yes, very important in my opinion. So that gives him the spot at number 4. And number 2, not number 2, I skipped number 3, I can't count. They're definitely not Gorak. Well, Gorak's a good hero, but we're not talking about that. Astrid, right here, she is actually a really good number 2. I keep saying number 2. Number 3 on the list as a physical tanker. The reason is because of her one ability. If not for this ability, Takeda will have taken her spot at number 3. But I think because of this, her ability to deflect damages. Okay, not only she got nerfed before, which is kind of sad because she was actually really good back then, before the nerf. But now she's still good, especially a free-to-play hero. Her main ability is basically steals 412 physical defense from her target for 10 seconds. That makes her target very weak because she stole their physical defense, right? They're gonna go crying for it. But that's not what it is. What makes her really nice is, let me see where it. No, that's not it either. Right here, talk to the hand. She has the ability to deflect back damages from her enemy, and it's 14k damage. That's quite significant. If you put her up against, and it's not just one attacker, okay? It's all attacker for 5 seconds. So if you put up against somebody that does a lot of DPS, if you put her up there, she can actually make that hero kill himself because of this ability right here. So I use her quite often. She's actually on one of my main lineups, and I use her skill very, very often. It just helps me out so much taking out the DPS in the back. So because of that, gives her number 3 on the spot. At number 2, Who is number two? Well, number two is gonna be somewhere. Who is number two? Number two. Number two, I don't even have just yet. A-Trax. He is the new hero that is a current hero lineup. I do not have it. I can unlock him. I want to. I have enough coins, tokens, but I'm not going to at the moment. But he will be taking the spot at number two because, again, you look at his ability. He can stun. Okay, it's and so his first ability here releases 3 consecutive shockwaves. Okay, 1 stuns enemy for 3 seconds. 2 reduce physical defense, and then 3 he can steal. Steal. The third one he can deal X amount of damage, but the third one is not important. Is the first one that allows him to stun the enemy for 3 seconds. That really will help your team out. Your team can actually do quite a bit of damages in that 3 seconds. On top of that, he also reduce the enemy's physical defense as well. So that makes him a really good hero to have. And plus, he has a crap ton. You look at his stats; he got lots of health and lots of defenses. If you ever run up to him in the arena, you are in. It's gonna take you a while to take him out. So he is not a joke to deal with. And of course, for every 25% health loss, he also stuns the enemy for 2 seconds. So see, you can see that he's stunned quite a bit here and there. So that makes him a really good hero to have around. Because currently there's no hero in the game that can stun like him, especially a physical defender. So he is that gives him the spot at number 2. And at number 1, who would it be? Number 1. Who the heck is number 1? I guess honorable mentions I can bring in is let's see, this dude right here. He's pretty tanky himself. Unfortunately, that's about it. He has a lot of health, but doesn't really survive that much. He does very low damages. And I take him out pretty quick, even though he's very tanky. But you have to root him, in a certain point to make him useful. But yeah, he is an honorable mention for sure. And also, for those of you who are just starting this game and kind of poor, don't have anything to use, another one that's really good that you can grab is Death Rose. He's also a good one. I used to use him for quite some time. But even now, I still use him. He's on my secondary team as a tanker. But yeah. Anyway, back to number 1. I'm sure you guys are dying to know which one is the number 1. And the number 1 hero is number 1 physical defender in this game is Leandros right here. This is my boy. I'm just kidding. He is not the one, but he actually is a good physical defender for you to start a game. But no, definitely not the best. But man, look at his skin. Check him out. Oh yeah, I got him from. This is his normal skin. This is his other skin. He looks real cool in it. I'm pretty excited for the new patch with the you can buy the new skin. That's pretty cool. But anyway, oops. The number 1 of spot, as you guys guessed it, is Agalor. How the heck do you pronounce that? Agalor? Good enough. Close enough. He's a dinosaur dude. And yeah, look at all this metal he got on him. You definitely don't want to mess. If I see this down the road, I'm running away. Probably not, because I'll probably get eaten before I even get anywhere. Not only he has a big old jaw, he has a reinforced metal jaw on the bottom. So he'll eat you twice. He'll chew you twice. One for the metal and one for the regular. But anyway, he is a very, very good magical defender. He is also a good physical defender. You want to use him that way. But his is a magical defender. And he had tons and tons of HP. Very good stat all around it, basically. Physical defense, magical defense. And on top of that, he also gains. Look at this thing. Every 25% health loss, he gained an 80k health shield. And by causing 17k magical damage to each ally. Okay, he hurt his ally a little bit. Okay, boo-hoo. But you use him along with other raptors as a healer in there, and he'll heal him right up, so it doesn't really matter. But 80k damage is no joke. That's a lot of damages here. And for every and of course for every 25% health loss, you gain 80 magical defense. Blah blah blah, and then you can read the rest yourself. But because of that skill, it makes him pretty dang sweet to have around. And plus, he's just fully loaded with physical and magical defense points. Lots of magical defense points. It just makes him pretty dang hard to beat. Usually, if I see him in the arena, I take him out last. I don't bother going up against him first because if I do, it takes too much time and it gives the other team too much, plenty of time to kill off my heroes. So when I see him in the arena, I go for him last. And usually it's all my whole group ganging up on him. That's how I can take him out quicker. But usually if I see him, I avoid him. But he is the #1 spot in this game. And of course, mine's only a 3-star. Doesn't have all the runes I need. He doesn't have junk. So at the moment, he's just going to sit where he is. I'm not going to use him anytime soon just yet. I will in the future for sure, but definitely until I have all the stuff that I need to collect. But that is it, guys. That's your top 5 defender in this Wartide game currently. Other than that, that is it for this video. I'll see you all next time. Have a good one.